What a massive gate. It's like some kind of fortress. Do you suppose anyone lives up there? What do you think they'd charge for a place like this? This just looks good.
Oh, just what do you think you're doing? No one passes through this gate here. Now clear out, or we'll be having more than words with each other.
I see. The nerve of them. They're just a pair of brutes, don't you agree? Professor, what are you thinking about?
Tell me, Luke, did those two remind you of anyone you know? It's not an exact match, but they do bear an odd resemblance to a certain pair of fellows we know.
Of course. You're talking about Inspector Chelmy and Barton.
That's so far away from... What are you talking about? Where are the similarities? The hands on the hips? Okay. I am. The similarities are quite striking, don't you think? No.
Big guy in charge. Check. Short assistant. Check. But something tells me that the inspector wouldn't take kindly to be told he resembles a criminal.
Speaking of the inspector, did his presence at the event seem at all odd to you?
No, but you spitting just now did. The event? Do you mean the time machine demonstration?
Yes, why do you suppose a police inspector was invited to an event like that in the first place?
Well, he's cracked quite a few tough cases. Maybe his celebrity status got him invited.
Yes, I'd assume the same thing. After all, pseudo-celebrity status is what got you and me our tickets.
You hardly could say that word, Professor. You're right. Pseudo-celebrity? Nonsense. You're the great Professor Layton. The very model of a modern-day English gentleman.
I see what you did there. I hate to say it, Luke, but I think you're the only one who'd heap that kind of praise on me. From what I saw, almost everyone there was part of London's upper class or the media. The inspector and I were clear exceptions to an otherwise homogeneous list of names.
So,
the question looms before us. Why did Dr. Stangun, whoever he is, invite the inspector and me? What I wouldn't give to hear the inspector's take on the event.
Yeah, it's too bad we'd have to go back to Ardno in time to ask him. Wait a second. What if the inspector is still working here in the future?
Professor, there you are.
Oh, hello, Luke.
I couldn't help but overhear you as I ran up. Did you say you'd like to meet with the inspector? Yes, ideally we would meet him back in our time, while the events of 10 years ago are still fresh. We would like to. I think we can make that happen.
But how?
Let's continue this conversation away from prying eyes, shall we? Why don't we have it over to the wooded area to the west? We must go west, young man. There, much better. I don't think anyone is likely to overhear us here. You mentioned that there is a way for us to visit the inspector, who exists in our own time. I can only imagine this means returning to the present. Is that possible? Indeed, Professor, but the only way to do it is to use the wormhole in the clock shop.
The door to that place is bolted shut. How will we get in?
Windows are breakable, Luke. You must think outside the box. That shouldn't be a problem. I can get that door open for you. Strange. Why is it you have such easy access to the wormhole? I promise I'll explain everything when we get there. Please trust me on this. But for now, let's return to the old clock shop. Let's return to the clock shop on Midland Road.
But what about our plan to head into Chinatown?
That will have to go on the back burner for now. The situation has changed. Oh, hang on. This one. There we go. Chapter 4. Back to the present.
Say, what that lighthouse in the Thames built?
About 5 or so years ago. Where, what voice was that? Did anyone complain about the lighthouse's peculiar location? Building a structure like that in the middle of the Thames seems like it'd do more harm than good. You make a good point, Professor, but enough chat about the city. We need to make for the clock shop. Stop asking so many questions. Oh, thank goodness you stopped. The most debonair gentleman in London requires your assistance.
Okay. What's the matter?
It's that blasted bird over there. The dreadful creature swooped down and plucked my best cuff links right off my sleeve.
What bird?
Catch the parrot. Oh, that must be the bird this fellow was talking about.
Oh, wow, a parrot.
Don't just stand there gaping. Grab that awful thing before he gets away. You may not have noticed, sir, but we're in a bit of a hurry here.
Listen to yourself, Luke. Don't you remember what the professor always says? Helping people in need is the duty of every gentleman.
I suppose you've got me there. Well then, let's think. The bird clearly likes shiny objects. Tell me, sir, do you have anything shiny we could borrow for a moment? Of course, what sort of gentleman would I be without the proper accoutrement? Here, I carry around this garnet for when I need to accessorize with a little flash. Oh dear.
What's wrong?
Curses, my garnet has fallen to the bottom of my bag and I can't reach it. It's impossible. If only I'd have to dump out everything in my bag. Not making it very easy to help you, sir. Cluttered bag number 38. Oh, sliding puzzle time. A red garnet has fallen to the bottom of a downright cluttered bag. Can you slide around the other items in the bag to move the gem to the top? No, get out of the bag. No, I added another
I've
move.
got the answer.
I believe I have the answer.
Puzzling? I think not.
Puzzling? I think not. Okay, we can get there. Great, just look at that sparkling gem. Aha, there we are. With any luck, this flashy bauble will attract a feathery fellow. When he gets close, see if you can make friends.
Leave it to me.
Right then, here goes. Blind him! Blind him! Here he comes!
Squawk, squawk. Don't worry, little guy. He won't hurt you. Squawk, squawk. You don't say.
Say, that bird seems pretty keen on you. Are you friends now?
Of course.
Now that you're friends, why don't you give him a name?
That's a great idea, Professor, but what should I name him?
He looks like a little potato.
Hello. Nice to meet you. Meet you. I'm Potato.
That is probably the best name for a parrot I've ever come up with.
Hello back at you. I'm Luke. Nice to meet you too, Potato.
Well done, Luke. That was amazing.
Of course. What else would you expect from the apprentice of the great Professor Layton?
The parrot minigame has been added to the trunk. Potato. Oh, he's so cute. You have a new feathered friend, Potato the parrot. Oh, no. The parrot minigame has been added to the trunk. First, have the parrot play with Luke to learn the basics. Once you've done that, you'll have the chance to do lots more with your parrot pal, Potato. Thank heavens you caught that feathery menace. What fine young men you two are. Keep at it, and one day you may well each become a true gentleman like myself. We're glad we could help. Here you go. I believe these cuff links and garnet are yours. Oh, yes. There we are. With these on, I'm even more devastatingly handsome than before. Now I believe you two young men deserve something for your trouble. Well, that's really no need, sir.
Yes, he's right. Helping people is reward enough for any gentleman.
Well, all right. I'll keep my money to myself.
I mean, if you really wanna... Potato.
Oh, it's so far away. Let's take the path to the left up here.
The left? Will that way take us back to Midland Road as well?
It will, and in half the time. Hello.
I bet the view from the observation deck is out of this world.
It does have quite the view, but we don't have time to stop right now. To the clock shop. Nope. I was trying to click around here. I wonder if that haze is caused by pollution.
There must be a lovely view of the park from up there.
Robbery.
hair is covered in ants.
All of it is covered in ants? What is going on, Luke? I can't find it. Okay. I see you staring at me. What do you need, boy?
Oh, nothing, sir. I just saw you there and thought I'd say hello.
Got some guts approaching me. It makes me laugh. It's been a while since I've had myself a chuckle like that. Let me thank you with a puzzle. Coat confusion number 39. The 4 children below were playing in a park when they suddenly realized they needed to go home. In their haste, however, they mixed up their coats. I forgot my coat. Hey, A's name is written on this coat. Wait a minute, I didn't even bring my coat today, but I'm wearing one now. D. This definitely isn't my coat, so who's wearing D's coat? Okay. Alright. I forgot my coat, so he is a coat person. A's name is written on this coat, so B has A's. That C is gonna make this real confusing. Hang on. C has A's. I didn't even bring my coat today, but I'm wearing one now. D, this definitely isn't my coat. So it's just C. C is wearing, yeah.
Here's my answer.
Yeah, I was like, hang on. If
No puzzle can stop Layton's apprentice.
correct, A, B, and D all brought coats to the park. B is wearing A's coat, so this just leaves the coats that B and D originally brought. D isn't wearing his own coat, so he must be wearing B's. This means C must be wearing D's coat. Ta-da! Coat confusion. Let that puzzle be a lesson to you. If you're careless with your things, you can lose them. Here, take this. I found it over there. You must have left it behind last time you were here. Traveler. Midland Road is just on the other side of that door.
I'll run ahead and open it. Hey, the door's locked.
Locked? That can't be. Step aside, little Luke. I'll get it open. Strange, it is locked. Okay, you two. There's an unusual set of numbers embedded in the door. Number 40, missing tiles. Oh no, oh no, oh no, no, magic circle or magic square, whatever it is. To open the door, place 4 numbered tiles on the blank spaces so that all the conditions set forth by the equations are fulfilled. Ah! I don't even... Okay, can only use things once. I need a hint. She's gotta out the gate. Hang on. It's difficult to choose only 4 numbers. Just try plugging in different numbers. That's not a hint. Think of 2 sets of 2 numbers that produce the same value when the number in one set are multiplied and the numbers in the other set are added together and vice versa. But why the arrows? You know? Why the arrows? Another one. The 2 numbers on each side of the equation should produce the same result when they are multiplied as when they are added together, so large numbers won't work. I don't know how to... Do you understand? Like, there's a lot of equal signs everywhere, and I don't have enough 2s and things. We need a super hint. When the solution to the top equation is 6, the solution to the lower equation is 5.
This puzzle has met its match. How can this be?
It's a combination of simple numbers. Just keep trying. Oh boy.
I do believe I've got the answer.
They're like not that simple. Don't be
Now,
silly.
where did I go wrong?
Okay, yeah, no, I wouldn't have gotten this. Now looking at it, you're like, oh, I understand what they are saying, but it's too late. Because yeah, now having looked, I know. But I was like, there's just so many things,
Allow me to present my solution.
and I'm confused.
Success!
Brilliant. Here's one possible solution. The right half and left half of the equation are interchangeable. Since they involve addition and multiplication, the equation is viable even if the two numbers on the left side swap positions, or if the two numbers on the right side swap positions. I didn't know, that because my brain goes 2 plus 3 equals this number, and not this problem equals the same as this problem, which then equals 5. Like this equals 5 and this equals 5. That never would have crossed my little brain. But you see it and you're like, oh, but of course. I get it. Of course, now. Wonderful work, Big Luke.
I think it's a little early for congratulations, Professor. The door still won't open.
The puzzle wasn't keeping the door shut. What is? Well, I suppose it's time for Plan B. Might seem like too simple a solution, but would you two help me shove this door? Certainly. Seems we've run out of other options anyway. Ready, everyone? All together. All together on 3. 1, 2, 3. Ow. Oof. Killed a man.
Who's that sprawled out on the street?
It's hard to believe that it's hard to believe, but this fellow must have fallen asleep against the door. This just goes to show that every puzzle has an answer, even if that answer is just brute force.
Well, think fast, Professor, because that answer is coming right at us, and he looks mad.
Hey, why'd you kick down my napping door? Not only did it hurt, but you woke me up. We're terribly sorry, sir. Please understand we had no idea you were there. Didn't realize it was you. Look, forget I saw anything. I'm feeling kind of queasy, so I'm just going to head home now. Can't read. I seem to have driven that poor man off again. I wouldn't fret over it too much, Professor. Besides, we need to keep moving toward the clock shop. We're just about there. It has taken eons. Did you happen to notice that odd flower growing in the abandoned shop on Southern Midland Road? No, I can't say that I have. What's so strange about that particular flower? Supposedly, it attracts puzzles that have disappeared from their original location.
Like a Venus flytrap for puzzles?
That's what the rumors say, anyway. I've never actually seen it for myself. But if those rumors are true, we'll have the ability to retrieve any puzzles we've left behind. I'd say that kind of reward more than warrants an investigation of the shop.
What do you say, Professor?
What do we have to lose? The shop in question is just a quick stroll away, and being able to visit lost puzzles would be very useful.
And what's stopping us? Let's go.
It's this way? Yeah.
Watch out, Professor. There's a bee over there.
Now, Luke, I'm sure he won't hurt us, as long as we don't bother him.
If you say so.
You know, I've never seen a bee quite like this. Can you try talking to him, Luke?
I suppose I can give it a shot.
Well, look at Mr. Tall out here. Clearly he knows a bee of distinction when he sees one.
Wow, you're not like any bee I've ever met.
Isn't that what I just said? Well, it's true. I'm no run-of-the-eye bee, but I do try to blend in.
You'd probably have better luck blending in if you didn't talk.
Sure, whatever you say, smart guy. But listen, I've got something you should hear. You know those puzzles you don't get around to solving? Well, they all come hang out with me. You see, I have what you might call one of them magnetic personalities.
Wait, are you saying you've got the same job as Granny Riddleton?
Granny who? I don't know no grannies. But my name is Beasley. I'm gonna tell you how to peruse those puzzles now. So listen good.
I'm all ears.
Tap that flower over there to see a list of all the puzzles I've got. It's as simple as that. So anytime you get a craving to solve some of the puzzles you left behind, come here. Did that all make sense? Because people tell me I do tend to drone on. Get it? Drone?
It makes perfect sense.
All right then. You have fun with those puzzles, and I'll be here if you need me.
Alright, don't kill the bee. Got it.
Aye, come by to dig into a few puzzles, did ya?
Then just give that flower over there a poke. I did. Now you're talking. There are currently no puzzles here for you to solve. Pick a puzzle and solve it already. I did it, Beasley. We're good. I like that potato is a part of our group. It's a flying potato. Watch out, you guys. Can't you see you're standing in the middle of a construction site? It's good to see that construction appears to be moving along. If only that were the case. See, we've hit a snag. Look at these boards here.
Those are in odd shape. What are you using them for?
Nothing right now. I've got cases of these things, but I can't work with them. I need square boards, see? What's the guy to do? Are we cutting boards? Making the cut, number 43. The piece of wood below is an odd shape that's difficult to work with. Your task is to cut it into two pieces that, when combined, form a square. Because of the grain of the wood, however, the two pieces can't be flipped or rotated after being cut. Draw lines that show where to make this cut, then tap Submit. Yeah, haha!
That should do the trick. Just as I suspected.
Nice. Sharp answer. That wasn't too hard, right? Hey, look at that! One cut, I've got square boards now. Thanks to the idea, friend. Looks like he's pushing his sleeves up to punch me, but alright, you know.
There's the shop. The door was locked earlier, and no one would answer it when we knocked.
That's because you didn't know the secret knock. Watch this.
Come on in.
Go on, try the door now.
Doesn't look like anyone's here. Ooh, well, look who's back. I can't read. Ah, what are you doing hiding there? I see you've learned the secret knock, dearie.
Actually, it was I who did the knock, Spring. Is Cog around?
There you are, Luke. Cog's in the back. Oh, are you friends with the owners of the clock shop, Luke?
I suppose I neglected to answer. I suppose I neglected to mention that earlier. Yes, Spring and Cog have been helping me. Cog actually explains the situation better than I do, so you should ask him about it.
All right. Let's hear what he has to say. Cog's tuning up the clock in the back.
Cog's in the back room. He'll fill you in on how all this time traveling began. Sorry for keeping you in the dark. It's never my intent to make you feel tricked. Okay, but why'd you tie my shoelaces together? And what about the whoopee cushion? I thought I heard voices up front. Nice to see you again, Professor, and,
Luke, the professor's apprentice.
Yes, Luke, of course. Cog, would you mind talking a bit about the wormhole and how it all started? I think it would help get everyone on the same page. It'd be my pleasure. You there, Luke, the smaller Luke, that is.
Yes?
Tell me, boy, what does this contraption behind me look like to you?
A big old clock.
Right you are. By my estimates, this clock is well over 100 years old. The old gal needs a lot of TLC to keep trucking along, so I spend quite a bit of time on maintenance. I was right in the middle of oiling up her gears one day when 2 family goons busted in.
Here we go. This has got to be the place the boss was talking about.
For sure. Hey, boss. There's a big clock here. Just like you said. It's a real antique. Come over and see.
Just what do you two think you're doing barging into my shop? Get your hands off my clock.
Can it, Gramps? You don't get to tell us what to do. Don't you know who you're dealing with?
My face hurts just looking at Lockjaw.
Yeah, a bunch of blockheads who won't leave my shop. If I were you, I'd keep a civil tongue in my head, old man. Now, out of the way. We've got a schedule to keep.
What are you clowns putzing around for? Get your work! If we don't hurry, things won't be ready by the time you know who talked about. Sorry, Bostro. We're trying our best, but Gramsci is making things difficult.
Don't be a lunkhead. You know how to do it difficult. Throw him out on the street.
Let me go, you dirtbags.
We're just gonna go for a little walk, Gramps. It's okay with you, isn't it?
Keep your filthy hands off my clock, you hear me?
We're just about on schedule.
But we have to wait to turn this thing on until it's the exact time the big guy mentioned.
That's all I heard before those brutes tossed me out of my own shop. It wasn't until later that I found out what the thugs wanted from my little clock shop. See, the family funded the construction of a time machine by some scientists. I think the idea was to use it to create some kind of wormhole or warp point. But how did they manage to do that? I don't know, sciencey things. Beats me. It was all mumbo-jumbo. Something about opening up a vortex in the flow of time. Anyway, for whatever reason, the plan didn't go exactly as they anticipated.
I see, and somehow this hole in time manifested itself in or near this clock of yours.
That'd be the case, yes. The clock has been here ticking away for over 100 years. My guess is that something about the clock's age caused the warp spot to gravitate to this spot. Yep, the wormhole, or whatever it's called, was pulled here and became a part of my clock. The thing is, I'm the only one who can keep the old gal running, which means, like it or not, Spring and I are the only people who can open and close this wormhole. That's really strange. It's a burden is what it is. Once the family found out about what I could do, they forced me to work the clock for them. After a while, I caught wind of Cog's situation. I'm sure it goes without saying, but Cog isn't a part of the family. In fact, the family has been nothing but a source of trouble for poor Cog. It just sounds that way. Knowing that, I approached Cog and Spring and explained my idea to them. After getting them on board with my idea, Cog fired up the machine and helped me get my message to you. And upon receiving your letter, my curiosity took myself and Luke on a journey that led us here. That's quite the plan you dropped up, Big Luke. Thank you, but it's about to get even more interesting. Oh? Professor, with Cog's help, we can send you and little Luke back to your own time. You'll be able to ask Inspector Chelmy all the questions you want. But when you're done chatting, will you come back and put a stop to what's going on here, won't you? You will come back. Luke, you of all people should know the answer to that question. I keep my promises, and I intend to solve the problem here. It's what a gentleman would do. Thank you, Professor. That was exactly the answer I was hoping for. Well, I wouldn't dream of leaving things here in this state. You said it yourself, Big Luke. The only one who can stop Herschel Layton is Herschel Layton himself. Is Layton Herschel. Haha, quite right. My apologies. I should never have doubted you. Let me see here. Seems you've solved at least 30 puzzles. Yep, you've done enough research to take your investigation back to your own time. Hopefully you'll learn something there that will help us fix the terrible situation in our time. Yes, I hope so too. Now, Cog, if you would be so kind as to fire up the clock. I hope you'll understand if I stay here. I don't want to risk distorting the events of the past any more than necessary. I agree completely. Besides, the poor inspector's eyes might very well pop out of his head if I showed up with 2 Lukes. But just think of how fun it would be to see his reaction. Pity you can't come, Big Luke. Okay, she's all ready to go. Let's get this show on the road.